When it comes to choosing a firearm, we often find ourselves asking, which is better, a revolver or a semi-auto pistol? Which one performs better at the range? Although both come with their own set of benefits and drawbacks, choosing between these two can be a tough decision. Join us today as we explore both options deeply that may help you find the perfect fit for yourself. Are you ready? Let's get started. Number 8. History. Back in the day, firearms were single shot, where after every shot you needed to reload your weapon. Imagine being in a critical situation and having to pause after every shot to reload. Does this seem convenient? Obviously not. That's where the revolvers proved to be a game changer. The first revolver was successfully introduced in 1836 by Samuel Colt that allowed people to fire multiple rounds before needing to reload due to its rotating cylinder which held the bullets. Now every shooter had a reliable tool to defend themselves without pausing to reload their firearm. This innovation of Samuel has what made revolvers popular for many years. Although the Colt's earlier models weren't perfect, they led to some famous guns like the Colt Single-Action Army, which became the most popular handgun in the Wild West. And that is not it. The revolvers further grew with time, which resulted in the creation of double-action revolvers. These revolvers were much faster and user-friendly, making them more convenient for shooters. Then came the semi-automatic pistols in the late 19th century. The journey was pretty cool and exciting. Though the revolvers have improved a lot, there was still a need for something faster and easier. Therefore, the inventors experimented with guns and introduced semi-auto pistols that use the energy from firing to automatically load the next round. Imagine you don't need to manually cock or rotate the cylinder after each shot. Just pull the trigger and you are all ready to fire your next rounds. Isn't it impressive? Yes, that's the beauty of semi-automatic pistols. The first model was introduced in 1893, named Borchardt C93, which was too bulky and not very practical. Then John Browning took things in his hands and took them to another level. He designed the Colt 1911, which became one of the most famous semi-auto pistols ever made and is still loved today for its power and reliability even after more than a century. While semi-auto pistols gained popularity due to its higher ammunition capacity, faster shooting, and easier reloading, revolvers never lost their appeal. They are still known for their reliability and simplicity. Both of these firearms have cemented their place in firearm history that are still loved by gun enthusiasts today. Let's compare the key features of revolver and semi-auto pistols to better understand what each firearm brings to the table. Number 7. Reliability. This is a clear win for revolvers. Revolvers truly shine when it comes to reliability. They are built to be simple and have fewer moving parts than semi-automatic pistols. With fewer moving pieces, it means there are fewer chances for something going wrong, and you are less likely to experience a jam and malfunction, so you can have peace of mind in tough situations, knowing your revolver won't let you down. On the other hand, semi-automatic pistols are more complex, with more moving parts than revolvers, which can lead to issues like jamming or misfeeding. Would that be ideal if your firearm suddenly failed at a critical moment because of a jam? Of course not. Now imagine you are out shooting in the rain or dusty environment and you are worried that your weapon might fail you. That is where the revolver truly proves to be a game changer. The revolver might get dirty or wet, but it keeps on working flawlessly as it can handle adverse conditions efficiently, unlike semi-autos, which might struggle under these conditions. Another great aspect that makes a big difference is the revolver's capability to fire even if the cylinder is not completely locked. This extra reliability is highly beneficial in critical situations like self-defense, where every second is precious, making it a real lifesaver. On contrary, the semi-autos need to be fully locked in before they can fire, or else it won't shoot at all. Number 6. Capacity. Ever wondered why you run low or out of ammunition quickly while using revolvers? This is because revolvers have a limited capacity, and most of them hold 5 or 6 rounds, which means you will need to reload more frequently compared to other firearms. So, with revolvers, you will often find yourself with fewer shots before needing to reload again. And reloading a revolver is also not easy. You need to open the cylinder, eject the spent shells, and load new rounds one by one, which is time-taking and not so ideal in high-stress situations where every second of your time is precious. When it comes to semi-automatic pistols, capacity is one of their key strengths. Unlike revolvers with limited capacity, semi-autos can hold anywhere from 7 to 17 rounds depending on the model, so you don't have to worry about your weapon running out of ammunition quickly, which can be a huge advantage in critical situations. Reloading a semi-auto is also faster and quicker, where you don't have to load individual rounds like you do with a revolver. Instead, you simply swap out the empty magazine with a new one, which is a big lifesaver in high-pressure situations. And the best part, you can even carry additional magazines with you so you are always ready to reload when you need it the most. Number 5. Ease of use. Don't we all want a firearm that is simple and easy to use without too much hassle for our shooting needs? We all do. Revolvers, with their simple operation, really stand out when it comes to ease of use, where you don't have to deal with any extra features. If you are a beginner, revolvers are your ideal companion that are much straightforward and doesn't make you spend hours to master its functions. And double-action revolvers make things even easier when you just pull the trigger and it takes care of the rest. There are no additional steps, which is a big plus in stressful situations. The semi-autos, on contrary, are a bit more complicated than revolvers. This firearm requires additional steps like racking the slide and disengaging the safety, which are not involved in revolvers. The semi-autos are definitely not ideal if you are a beginner, as they require investment in time and training so you can confidently operate your firearm, especially in critical situations. After all, you want to feel confident and in control during critical situations rather than fumbling around and struggling with your weapon. Number 4. Concealment. Revolvers have their own advantages and disadvantages when it comes to concealment. If you want to carry a revolver discreetly in your pocket or holster, there are snub-nosed models out there that are perfect for staying hidden due to their small size, which are also great for easy carry without much hassle. The downside? Although these models are ideal for concealment, they typically hold fewer rounds, usually 5 shots, so you need to compromise on capacity here for the convenience of easy carry. Now, if we talk about larger revolvers, they are not exactly ideal for concealment and make them harder to stay hidden as they are heavier and bulkier. After all, it's not easy to carry a hefty weapon with you all day. Is it? Conversely, semi-automatic pistols are a big win when it comes to concealment. They can be carried discreetly without sacrificing too much firepower. With so much variety of compact and subcompact models, there is something for every shooter, which can be easily hidden under clothing or holsters without drawing attention. In addition, semi-autos are slimmer, even if they have a larger capacity, so they are much more convenient to conceal while still offering plenty of firepower. Number 3. Maintenance. Are you the one who doesn't like spending hours on cleaning sessions? If so, revolvers are pretty simple and quicker to maintain, with fewer parts that need regular attention. They are built to be tough and reliable and still perform flawlessly, even with minimal maintenance, so you don't have to worry much about cleaning and focus more on hitting your targets. Semi-autos, on the other hand, require a bit more attention than revolvers when it comes to maintenance. With more moving parts, proper cleaning and lubrication is required to keep it working smoothly, or else it can affect your performance, causing jams or failures. Although semi-autos require a regular upkeep to make sure it functions perfectly, they can be a rewarding choice if maintained correctly. Number 2. Cost. Revolvers have been known to be budget-friendly than semi-autos, so you can always find a reliable revolver without a hefty price tag. While revolvers often come with a lower initial price tag, there are some high-end models with more powerful calibers that can get a bit pricey, so it entirely depends on the specific model or type of ammunition you choose. Semi-auto pistols offer a lot of flexibility when it comes to cost. You can find a nice, affordable option if you are tight on budget, or a high-end option if you need one with advanced features and premium craftsmanship. This flexibility ensures there is a semi-auto out there for everyone. Number 1. Final thoughts. When choosing between revolvers and semi-autos, there isn't really a perfect answer to this. Ask yourself what you prioritize. Do you value simplicity and reliability? If so, a revolver might be the best choice for you. And if you prefer having more firepower and quick reloading above everything else, then semi-autos could be your go-to choice. Ultimately, the answer to this depends entirely on your personal needs and preferences. So what's your choice? Will you go for the simplicity of a revolver or a higher capacity of semi-automatic? Do let us know in the comments section below. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with all our latest content. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon again.